This is One on One. We are pleased to welcome back, it was a year ago that she was here, Lata Reddy, who is Vice President of Corporate Social Responsibility, President of the Prudential Foundation at Prudential Financial. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you, too.
I cannot believe that it was 1 year ago. We were sitting here at New Jersey Institute of Technology, Newark at a crossroads. 12 months. Just a few things have happened.
A few.
Can we go through some of them?
Absolutely.
There's a very significant initiative, the Haynes Building. Haynes Building, for those of you who don't know the city that well, Haynes Building, the transformation there is significant because, describe it.
Well, for several reasons. One, this is an iconic building, right, in Newark's history, and unfortunately has laid dormant for the past 4 decades. And it was a difficult asset to redevelop it for a number of reasons. The forces are with us, and the right factors came together, and we were able to make a move. And so what this will do is really activate a part of the city that has been sort of sleepy for a while, and begin to create some corridors between the university community, NJPAC, the new Prudential Tower, and really add some vibrancy to that part of downtown.
Oh, that little thing you guys are doing?
Little thing.
Yeah, by the way, describe the Prudential Tower, and then we'll talk about Prudential's 140-year commitment and connection to the city. Go ahead.
So we just opened our brand new office tower, 20 stories, beautiful state-of-the-art building in the heart of downtown Newark.
Yeah, what's the 140 years about? Describe that.
140 years, so it's 140 years of partnership with Newark. We were founded here and have remained here throughout our history, and started as a small company to provide life insurance for the working class, and we had policies as cheap as a nickel a week, and now we are a global Fortune 50 company.
Why the commitment to the city?
Well, part of our ethos is to be part of the solution. So we're in the business of creating innovative solutions to complex challenges. And we didn't want to just be here in Newark, but we wanted to be part of the answer to the challenges that the city has faced.
And there's some very specific initiatives that we're going to talk about. Aero Farms. I was reading about it and I thought, I need someone to break this down for me because I think I understand it, but help folks understand, what is Aero Farms?
Sure. So Aero Farms is something we're all very excited about. It is the largest indoor vertical farming operation.
Vertical farming.
Vertical farming. So it uses aeroponic techniques to grow leafy greens. And what that means is there's some nutrient cloth that is used, as well as mist and special lighting to grow these greens. And so what's transformative about it is it cuts down the production time of the produce. It's about half the time as it would take using traditional methods. It uses about 95% less water to grow these. So we're talking about sustainable agriculture. It's something that can be done in the heart of downtown Newark, which is what we're doing. So the facility will be located in the Ironbound district in Newark.
Lata, why does it matter?
It matters for a few reasons. It's, simply, right? We're talking about the appetite that literally and figuratively for locally grown sustainable produce, right? So this venture will bring that right here to Newark into the surrounding region. It is creating jobs in the area. So these are jobs that will be quality jobs. So in the, some related to technology, some related to other parts of the operation, maintaining the facility and that sort of thing. So jobs that will be accessible to Newark residents. And in fact, they are creating a training program. We're working with the Ironbound Community Corporation to do just that.
Ironbound Community Corporation, Joe Delafave.
Correct.
Terrific not-for-profit organization that we have partnered with at our not-for-profit production company, the Caucus Educational Corporation. Great group of folks every day working at it. You need to partner up, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. It's all about collaboration and leadership, and none of us could do any of this on our own. So no matter how much money you have or how many great ideas you have, it takes all of us pulling together.
Talk about partnering up. Newark Venture Partners. Our friend sat in that chair last summer, Don Katz from Audible. I'm sure he might have been thinking about some of this stuff, but now it's a reality. What is this initiative, and why is that so significant? And also talk about Prudential's connection.
So Newark Venture Partners has a couple of components. It is an early stage venture fund and a tech accelerator. So the idea is to attract high tech companies, high growth companies, right, to Newark. So companies that are going to provide jobs. We know that for every one job in the tech industry that's created, 5 other jobs are created in the ecosystem. So again, lots of potential for employment. It will add to the vibrancy, again, in a creative economy, right? So the notion that you bring people together from the knowledge economy, so engineers and artists and the like, who can work together for positive change. it's an opportunity again for Newark residents to access some of these jobs. So simultaneous. Well, to begin to train, right, young people in coding. So for example, Girls Who Code, that's an initiative that's happening right here this summer in Newark, training young women in how to do coding. And so those are many of the jobs of the future, and quality jobs that pay good wages, right, and have good benefits. So it's an exciting opportunity, again, to really grow that sector here in Newark. And by the way, here in Newark is where we have some of the fastest free public Wi-Fi in the country.
Yeah, talk about the Wi-Fi piece, because Prudential's been at the heart of that whole initiative.
We've invested in that as well, alongside Audible and others. And that, again, is to create this high-band, Wi-Fi in the heart of downtown, but also, as importantly, working with the city to connect it beyond the downtown corridor. So we're working to put it into recreational centers that are run by the city so that residents can access the Wi-Fi as well.
Do you think that sometimes, I mean, even though some of us who were born and raised in the city but live outside the city, even though a lot of our work is here, but also those who don't really have much interaction with the city, that they don't understand or appreciate why some of these things, including Whole Foods coming to Newark, and some of these high-tech initiatives and the creation of some of these jobs, and this being a food desert and creating opportunities through very interesting and innovative opportunities and ways to grow food. Long-winded way of asking this question. Do you think a lot of people don't realize why it's such a big deal in a city like Newark?
I think some people don't see the potential, right? So they don't.
Potential.
Of the city. I'm not sure that people, right? It's a big deal because there's so much here, right? There's so many assets in this city. And so.
There are also a lot of firsts.
There are a lot of firsts. There are. And so, and some of it's about taking risks, right? But we're not going to get anywhere if we don't take some informed risks,
but
right?
What do you mean? Because you said there's opportunity here. Like, what could come out of this?
So, well, again, jobs, right? Real economic opportunities for residents to begin to contribute to the economy of the region in a way that Newark already does, but again, that is additive and a lot of value add. And but to us, at the heart of it, it really is about opportunities for individuals and for families, right? To improve their standing, to attain financial security that they might not have otherwise. So all of these opportunities are their educational, jobs, right? It all leads to that.
You're bullish about this city.
Very much so.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons, and because we see so much good, right? We look around and we see assets. We see things to build upon. And so we know the potential that the city has, and we're willing to place our money where our mouth is.
Before I let you go, real quick, any initiative that we missed that Prudential is particularly interested in that really matters?
I think we've covered them. I mean, there's so many more, but those are some things.
And by the way, the Prudential Foundation, to disclose fully, is an underwriter, a supporter of an initiative that we're involved in that provides leadership and communication and training for young people throughout the city of Newark, particularly through the Newark Public Schools and through nonprofits. It's called Stand and Deliver, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. Real quick before I let you go on this one, you don't expect this one. The greatest leadership lesson you have learned in your work so far is?
Change management, I would say.
Change management?
Yeah.
You're involved in a little bit of that, just a little bit. Really?
A little bit. Yeah, the importance of communicating related to that, right? You can never over-communicate. And I think the simpler the message, the better, but to continue to share with people where you are and where you're going. And I think it's important in many contexts, right? For us as leaders in our individual spheres, but also when you think about the city, and to help people understand, what's ahead, what's possible, and help them figure out how to get there.
I just want you to know I didn't come at you, out of the blue with that. That is part of a series we're doing called Lessons in Leadership. We'll take that clip and use it. Trust me, it'll be very valuable.
Terrific.
Because you're involved in a lot of change with Prudential. Thank you very much, Lata. I appreciate it. This is One-on-One from a great institution called NJIT. This is Newark at a crossroads, a very important one. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato at NJIT has been provided by NJIT, TD Bank, the Fidelco Group, United Airlines, Verizon Communications, the Northward Center, and by PSE&G. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato at NJIT has been produced in cooperation with FiOS One News.